put feet content. Let me not put feet content out on for free. But we are.
You gotta pay for that shit.
Exactly. We're in Toronto.
Yes.
Today.
Yes.
And you know what? We're trying new things out. We're enjoying being able to sit here and record footage or do content together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having so much fun.
Me too.
I had a lot of fun last episode. I think it was really cute to edit. And that's how you know that you're doing something correct.
Yeah.
That like when you're in post and you're kind of like going through it, it was damn.
What?
Do you not hear the buzzing?
Oh.
I don't think it's going to get caught on this.
We'll see.
But yeah.
That's our dishwasher, everybody. 'Cause
If
we
you
do
could
dishes.
hear the dishwasher.
You're not enough of a celebrity to have someone do your dishes for you.
No, not yet. It's welcome to
Hello.
the podcast that isn't a podcast but is a podcast. I think we're gonna call it a podcast.
Yeah. I think we will.
We're gonna test out a name called Afterthought. My name is. We gotta start off with introductions. Welcome back. My name is John Michael,
And I'm David Morris.
and this is Afterthought, where we talk about literally anything we want to because it's our show
Yeah.
and not yours. That's actually probably trademarked by Katya and Trixie, so maybe we can't say that.
They're going to sue us.
But I think like what I wanted to start off with, I didn't find a quiz for us to do. But do you have any hot topics? Any like any burning passions in your heart that you want to just get off your chest?
Yeah, I actually do want to touch on this crazy story in the last 24 hours about the White House.
Okay.
Last night we were all sitting around talking about how the White House is being demolished. The East Wing is being demolished to make way for Trump's ballroom.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah. And it was like, we were talking about it and people were saying how big of a deal it was. And I was like, guys, it's just a building. But like this morning, waking up and seeing the outrage, it is a much bigger deal than I thought. And Americans are angry.
So why are we getting rid of the left wing?
East Wing. We're
East
building a
Wing?
ballroom. Trump wants a
Oh.
ballroom attached to the White House, which is actually like in terms of something, practical, I thought made sense. They do host a lot of events and they probably want it to look nice.
Mm-hmm.
But then all this stuff about the East Wing being torn down, which is where the first lady works. So Melania has lost her office temporarily.
Oh no!
Yeah, I have no idea where she's going to be working from.
I love me some Melania.
Yeah.
She's just a trapped pigeon.
Anyway, this has like evolved in my mind overnight from like not a big deal and guys a distraction to like, oh my gosh, no, this actually is a really big deal and it's upset a lot of people.
Yeah. So go subscribe to How Can We Help?
I think it's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
I think the East Wing is gone.
There is no like GoFundMe to bring it back. Like, oh,
No, midterms next year. Let's maybe put some brakes on this guy, but I don't know what you can do at this point.
Period.
It is gone.
period.
Yeah.
All right. So much for building walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Build a wall, guys. Build a wall.
I don't really have any like crazy hot topics. I think some things that have been circulating around the internet is that men could now make children without female participation.
Yeah.
I think that's how I should phrase it because I don't really know. I don't really know all of it, but like there's a world where you and I can have a child
Yes.
And I
with
don't have
our
to-
DNA.
with our DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was like, oh, is this like the beginning of like the patriarchy? Maybe like actually finally turning on women and getting rid of them. But I just don't think men can get their shit together to do that. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
No, I don't think so either.
So
Yeah.
it's like a novel sciencey thing, and I guess for gay guys to have kids.
Yeah, that's true. Yay for the gays.
Yay.
So many more rights. Well, I mean, so many more options.
We'll trade rights for options. at this
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about the episode.
Okay.
Okay. This episode was a lot.
point. Yeah.
A lot for me emotionally, mentally. Like, I knew it was coming up. I didn't know. I think, like, just a reminder, like, we are talking about, something we didn't say. We were talking about Slayers. We didn't talk about.
What show is this about?
Yeah, so we are on episode 3 of Slayers, Wheel of Fate, only on
Out TV.
Perfect. Yeah, it's an OutTV original featuring yours truly.
Yeah.
Bald me.
Yeah.
I was scalped.
It's amazing how every week you cut your hair and then grow your hair.
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth.
I'm actually wearing a wig.
Yeah, that explains it.
I'm wearing a wig. So this episode starts off with a little bit of drama. Some may say some pot stirring by yours truly. Okay.
Talk about what happened. What happened in the room?
So we are in what we call the dungeon of the castle, because that's where the beds are, because Queen Karen has put us in these. This is our sleeping quarters. By the way, these are twin size beds. And it is like military style. Like, it is not comfy. Like, this is not Endy. This is not what we're used to. It's not Casper. No. Not sponsored whatsoever. So you can imagine, like, it was like almost criminal, basically, to sleep on these beds. But we're on these beds. It's the morning. We've gathered. And we're just talking about what happened the night before. And people are talking about this, people are talking about that. Barbie had been sent to the risk room. She has come back. A lot of people are very happy about this.
Yeah, absolutely. Praise the Lord.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We need her on this show.
So happy.
She brings so much value to this show. We're happy that Barbie doesn't go.
Yeah.
I am. I'm elated because I don't think it was her time, And I think also the reason for her getting sent was a little bit silly. Like, it, the night before, there was a lot of pressure on me because she who shall not be named was pressuring me into thinking that I was the one getting sent into the risk room. And, I lost sleep that night. Like, that was the first night where I really, activated, Like, I was playing a different game. I'll be honest. I was playing a different game at the beginning of all this. I was playing the Love Island game, if you would. I wasn't really running around.
That game.
Yes, and I was winning that game, and I wasn't trying to make any enemies. I was playing a little bit, in my opinion, sneaky, in that, I was aligning myself with someone, which I didn't realize everyone was aligning themselves with too. I knew that the alliances were strong, but oh my goodness. So obviously, the mic finally comes to me, and I go and say, "So, Barbie, how does it feel to have been thrown into the risk room? Because you are not competition." And oh my goodness, everyone jumps in.
Yeah.
And by everyone, I mean the perpetrator who said these lines. And she goes and says, "That's not what I said at all." And the editing is amazing because Barbie goes and she's just like, "I'm sitting between these two. I have no idea what's being said until Javante told me what they said as well," which I didn't know happened. I didn't know that's what was said in addition to, "You're not competition. You should go home because you miss your mom."
Yeah.
And it was like, oh God. So all of this drama was coming in, and, it's one thing that I could deal with a lot. I mean, as a gay man, you can
because
call
what
me.
did I'm not gonna say she's not Voldemort. I'm gonna say her name, Nellie. She said to Barbie in the dungeon after Barbie comes back out. What does she say her reason was for putting Barbie up? Because it's different.
Yes, she goes and says, I love Barbie and her fashion, but I just feel like it was, I'd have to rewatch the episode to actually know what the answer was.
Yeah.
All I know is that the answer that she gave was not the answer that she gave all of us when she thought Barbie was, it's that moment where it's like, ring, ring, ring.
Yeah.
Ring, ring, ring.
Yeah.
I'll pick up your phone.
Oh.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi,
David Morris.
Yeah. What do you think of Barbie?
Oh, well, I think she's lost 2 challenges.
Yeah, she's awful, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Barbie?
Yeah.
And it was like a 3-way call gone wrong. It was very that moment. And I didn't really think, so here's the thing. When people ask me, what were you thinking when you said that or, ask that question? I wasn't sitting there trying to make a TV moment. It was me genuinely being like,
yeah.
Girl, what are your thoughts?
And it was also you were just stirring the pot.
Yes.
Right? But
Did I mean to get?
Then comes out the inconsistency in Nellie's answer about why she put Barbie up, and that just set you off.
The backpedaling is fine. I don't mind people backpedaling, no problem. You want to save face, no problem. But don't make me out to be the liar. Like, don't make me sound like I'm the one that's crazy making things up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
Right.
And I hate. There's one thing that I hate more in this world than anything.
Yeah.
And it's being told that being made to seem like something I am not. I don't know what it is, like what my trauma is growing up. But like when people, like when I wasn't ready to come out and people were like, oh, he's gay, I got so mad about it. It's like, that's not who I am. Like, don't tell me who I am, you know? Like people, like if someone would be like, you're a liar, you know? I would and I wasn't lying. Oh, yeah, it's game over. And it's just something that sits with me. And that's what you see in this entire episode. It's just this whole arc of, if I just summarize the entire episode, it's me just proving to everyone that I'm not a liar. Yeah. And if it could have all been avoided, really.
I don't know if you prove that per se, but you certainly prove how loud you can get. Period. Yeah. And I think that we'll come to that in a bit and talk about the actual fight. But after the dungeon, you do those one-on-ones with Tiffany, right?
Yes.
I don't think there was a mini slay this week. It's just these one-on-ones with Tiffany.
Yeah, this is the advantage. The advantage this week is one-on-one with Tiffany, which...
And what are you doing with Tiffany when you do those one-on-ones?
I think she's more, how I found the one-on-ones with Tiffany was her trying to get us to think in the game. Like, what are you doing, right? We were 3 weeks into this. What's the strategy? Yeah. And what's going on? Was she stirring the pot a little bit? A little bit, sure. Yeah. But she wasn't giving us, like, I think it was great to be like, she wasn't being like, oh, tell us why you hate Nellie so much. It wasn't that. It was more really like, get your head in the game. Yeah. How are you planning on winning this $25,000? Yeah. And that's how it felt. And that's how I took it. So, answering these questions and Javante texted me, oh my God, I haven't responded. He's like, oh, I'm your biggest threat. Yeah. I've not responded to him because
the 3 questions were from Tiffany. It was like, who's your biggest ally, your biggest threat, and your biggest enemy?
Biggest enemy.
And I think that those are actually really interesting questions to ask a bunch of people in a survival reality TV show, but to make sure they're thinking that way. Like, have you actually strategized far enough to figure out who those are? And like, you were the only person, I think, that had the biggest ally was also the biggest threat. Yeah.
And it was just this idea of... it comes from a little bit of like this Big Brother curse of like, there's this thing. So David's never watched Big Brother, and I've not forced him yet to watch Big Brother.
My time will come.
Yeah, but there's this curse about showmances. They call it showmances. And the curse of these showmances is that they never end well. There's only one showmance that really has like kind of in the Big Brother Canada community has skyrocketed, which is Ika and Dimitri. Right. And they're super successful. They found each other on Big Brother. They've gotten married. They did a proposal on Big Brother. Aww. Like after their seasons. It was very, very cute. But other than that story, usually showmances like end tragically in the show. And so where this idea of like your biggest ally and your biggest threat was me being like, him, because like it's true. I mean, at the end of the day, like I love you, and I look at you with bright eyes and bushy tail, but like, do I look at you? I don't say you're an enemy, but would I say that you're my biggest threat? Yeah, because like I'm so vulnerable with you. Like my walls are down.
Especially in a situation like that, right?
Absolutely.
Where like the ability to trust somebody like and have this like deep personal connection, but that means this person also could turn on you at huge consequences. Yeah. And like Javante was out there, like he's talking to Shaq, he's talking to Lou, he's talking to Barbie.
He was gaming hard.
Like, this is a popularity contest. Yes. Hello, Mr. Popular.
Yes. Right? Like, and Steven says it correct. He goes, is this a popularity contest, it is.
Yeah.
In this moment, it is.
Absolutely. And so I thought Tiffany was impressed by it, and I think it was actually very impressive for you to see that the person who was your biggest ally, because he's also making all these other alliances, he's also there for your biggest threat.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good the D is.
Exactly. And also, like, I hate to keep bringing it back to my past experiences, but when I was, the last time I put any trust in someone in a game, they turned their back on me.
Right.
And I got kicked out, right?
Right.
So,
yeah. What did you think about some of the other contestants' answers?
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did not. I mean, I knew that Javante was well liked. I did. Like, it was not. It was, if you have eyes, ears, you could see and hear. Everyone talked so kindly about this person.
Yeah.
Because he's a very kind soul, and he plays the game really, really well. He does well in these challenges. So it's not hard for you to leverage that and make these connections with people. But I didn't think that people felt the same level of like allyship with him
Right.
that I did.
Right.
Which would have turned me off
Right.
a lot sooner
Yeah.
than anything else, because so that means if Lou ends up in the risk room, she's not calling Javante's name.
Yeah.
Shaq is not calling Javante's name. I'm not calling Javante's name. Barbie, well, I don't know. I don't remember if Barbie. Yeah, Barbie's not calling Javante's name. So who's calling Javante's name? So suddenly you kind of look at it and you go, wait a second.
Well, that means all those people could be calling yours. If they're not calling his,
exactly.
That means that's one less player that they're not going to call. Like, they're not going to call ahead of you, right?
Exactly. Like, the percentage of the likelihood of you going in there increases based on these answers.
Absolutely.
Which is really like eye-opening, and it challenges me as a person who likes to play these games and wants to continue playing these games. It's like you really have to look at that and go, whoa. Because even in as I'm beginning to connect with people a lot more in this reality TV space, in the space that we're at in the castle,
Yeah.
I'm also beginning to recognize, like, who's going to say Barbie's name?
Yeah.
If I get rid of this person's going after this person, who's going to get rid of this person,
Right.
And there was something that they did, because they were really heavy on that storyline with me and Nelly. Something that you don't see is that there's a lot of pressure from everyone for me to put up Steven.
Ooh.
A lot of pressure. Even Javante was like, you're going to put up Steven, right? And I'm like, no, why would I do that?
Yeah.
And the reason why would I do that is because Steven is the only person that I'm willing to work with that would go after all of you guys who I'm working with.
Right.
Why would I get rid of him? My name is not in his mouth.
Right. But he's looking at all of you.
And he's looking at all of you guys, though.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I'm like, why would I do that? That's a silly move.
Yeah. And there was something, as you say in the episode, there's something about doing the not chaotic thing. Like, your relationship with Nelly was ruptured the moment she came after you
Absolutely.
at the pool. And you were always going to be suspicious of her from then on.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, like, you followed that to its natural conclusion. Yeah. So let's, do you want to go to the pool? Where do you want to go?
Let's talk about the challenge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm skipping ahead of myself.
Are you good at those types of challenges?
I am good enough at those type of challenges that I think I could have finished in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes. Okay.
I like some of the times, like your time and was Steven's time,
yeah. 40, 42, and 44.
Yeah, like that's like you got to do 3 of those pretty quick, like that. Who was the one at 44?
Was Leo.
Yeah. That was like, I don't know if I could beat that, but I think I could have done it in less than 5 minutes. Those challenges, like, they weren't that hard. You know what? One I thought was actually the hardest, which was one of the ones that most people got, was the stab in the back.
Oh,
I saw that, and my little dyslexic brain did not figure that one out. Like friend indeed, or friend in need. Yeah. I got that one, but the stab in the back, I would never have figured that one out.
It is no question in the reality TV space, especially when you're playing in competition reality.
Yeah.
That they show you trials of these games, or they do explanations, and in the explanation of this game, I love puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
The first competition in Big Brother, in my season of Big Brother, is a puzzle. And I
Yeah.
do really well with it. Like, actually won. And then I gave anyways, moving on. So yes, it was a puzzle, and I'm just like, oh,
Easy.
easy. So when they were doing these, like, showing us these things, I stayed quiet because I didn't want people
Right.
to, because sometimes it just takes a little bit to motivate someone enough to do better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a believer in that. I do believe in, like, surrounding yourself with uh, with with people who are stronger than you, who are smarter than you, because you
Yep.
will rise to the occasion, or you don't and you go home, right?
Yeah.
So with that mentality, I'm like, I'm gonna play dumb. I want these
Uh,
people to be confident that they're gonna beat me. I
ah.
don't want any sort of, like, oh my gosh, like, he's good, I'm gonna try even harder,
Right.
or anything like that. So it's funny. It's like these thoughts come to me so naturally in these environments.
Right.
This is not how I am in real life.
Great. So you're very good at manipulating.
No, no, no.
That's the takeaway.
This is not how I am in real life, but
No.
this is how I am in these spaces, especially if you've hired me to
Yeah.
play this game. I'm going to play it to every limit, and like, I will practice free will.
Yeah. Free will and strategy. Right?
Exactly.
Free will and strategy.
Exactly.
That's what life's all about.
Yeah.
Free will and strategy.
I think I've never asked you this, but if you were in this show, what would be the strategy that you kind of, where would your mind be at this week, and kind of like how would David Morris look like in the Game of Slayers right now?
I think like my strategy would probably have been pretty similar to like Lou and Shaq's kind of strategy, where I'm not taking up space in the front, but I'm going and having lots of conversations with y'all, and I'm trying to figure out who's my crew and who are my people, and just kind of playing it in the background, and then like not looking to make myself center of drama, center of attention.
Yeah.
And I think that's the kind of play that I would do. And I can see what they're trying to build there.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting because like now
I was very jealous of their position in
Yeah.
the house, by the way.
Yeah,
Like,
for
I
sure.
want you guys to know that, like, I'm not in this castle confident in where I sit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at everyone else and going, like, I wish I was in Lou's position. I wish I was in Barbie's position. I wish I was in Shaq's position. Like, I didn't want to be where I was
Yeah.
in this moment, which is, like, so crazy to say after the fact, but it's true. Like, you never
Yeah.
want to be, like, the center of focus of anything, because you're right. Like, the moment
There's a target on your back.
yeah, like, I mean, look at what happened to Ariana, right?
Yeah.
The moment that it was there, she just became the obvious choice.
Yeah.
And it was like, well,
Yeah. I was going to say, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens now because there's kind of like the five of you that are somewhat affiliated and connected via Javante in some sort of loose thing. Some people might be tighter in that alliance than others,
Right.
but there's kind of five of you in that orbit. And then there are two players outside. But like, there's only one winner going to be of the
Or
show.
winners.
Right.
Remember.
So maybe two winners. So but like, that means that at some point, members of this five group are going to have to turn on each other,
Exactly.
or someone in the two, like Lou or Steven, are going to pick you off.
Yeah.
And the order they're going to do that in is going to be really,
Yeah.
really intense.
And I think I love where Lou really
Not Lou.
goes.
I said Lou. I mean Leo.
Yes. There's also something that Lou says in her confessionals, which I think, like, don't count my sis out. Do not count. She may have timed out. Don't count her out. Because she goes and says, like, we can use JM.
Right.
Like, there's a strategy in using this. And it's like, yes. Why? I was doing it to Steven.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do it to me?
Yeah.
Right? Like, yes, I love me down Blue. Like, I really do. I think her and I are the same age. She's accomplished so much. She's a mother.
Yeah.
Like,
She's beautiful.
oh my gosh. And just so talented.
Yeah.
Artistry is just so sweet. And I talk to her on a regular basis now, and have been since the show. And to see her in this light is so amazing. But were we, like, in the game being like, you are my like number one. No.
Yeah.
But does she recognize, like, did I recognize that if I came for Lou, I was going after Shaq, I was going after Javante? Absolutely. So I respected that. I didn't, Lou was never in my mouth. That name was never in my mouth. You know, there's these people who I'm like, okay, you know, there's it's like a chess game, right? If you go after this person, well, guess what? There's a rook that's ready to come over or a knight that's taking you out, a queen, right? So it's a lot more difficult mentally than people will give it credit.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. For sure it is. All right. Now, here we go to the pool moment. And I just wanted, before we get into this, like you have, you know, known that this moment was coming.
Oh, yeah.
And it was going to definitely make the cut. And, you know, you were a little bit anxious about it yesterday and a little bit nervous about like how the episode was going to receive. How do you feel now, having seen it?
You know what? After seeing Nellie's confessionals,
Yeah.
I'm not sad at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, in the beginning, I was like, okay, maybe it was too much. Maybe it was coming on real hot. There was like name calling in the confessionals. I never once called people by like I never attacked people's character like that. Like, that's crazy.
There were so many F-bombs in her confessionals at the end. I was thinking about my family, who some of them are watching the show, and I was like, oh, dear.
Yes. Calling me a sad puppy, calling me all of these things, like he's on a high horse because he won. Of course, first of all, of course I'm going to be on a high horse if I won. Like, don't police the way that I'm going to celebrate my win. 1. 2, I don't know what God or what ancestors you were praying to, but clearly they believed that it was your time to go because I sent her home and your prayers were not answered. 3, maybe if you learned how to have a conversation with people and actually listen to what they were saying instead of deflecting, instead of just like calling people names and thinking you're better than everyone. The rules that she explained in this game, that it's a social game.
Yeah.
It's this, like me attacking her. Well, oh, like you can't attack me. It's really, something happens in scenarios like this where I think with the way that I carry myself, a lot of people look at me and go, oh, he's so chill. And something that she'll never admit is that, like, of all the people in there, I was the easiest target to kind of push into a corner.
Right.
Like the way that she did the night before.
Yeah.
You know? And when she did that, I wasn't acting like a victim.
Yeah.
I was like shocked by it, but I was like, okay, like this is me recognizing that you are putting up the flags. You're coming in arms up.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Okay, let's get ready. And that's how I took that, right? I didn't sit there and whine and acted like, oh, because she won, this is them. Like, no, I wasn't justifying or policing the way that she was acting. But when the tables are turned, I'm an asshole.
Right.
I'm on a high horse.
Yeah.
I am like, and then she flips the victim card. Like, I'm the one who. If there's someone to blame in all this, I'm sorry, Nellie, it's you. You are the one that caused all of this. Please rewatch the episode from the moment of the pool to the moment, like, in your demise. I didn't ask for all this. I was busy over. This is the circle.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the circle. I was over here. I wasn't in focus. I don't know what you thought you were gonna get out of me by acting all confused when the kid gets pushed up into a corner. I pull out the big guns, pull out a win, send you packing, and now you just look dumb. Like, hello? And I'm not afraid to put this out. I know what people are gonna say when they see this. Like, oh my gosh, like he's got some. No, I believe this is how I feel. And again, I've gone through this before, and that's a thing. That's what people should really fear, is that I've gone through this before, and I'm so secure in who I am as an individual that this is how I strongly feel about this. And this is like a repeated offense in my life, where people think that just because of the way that I carry myself, They can walk all over me. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm actually a psychopath. And given a reason to act the way that I acted, I will take it.
Yeah.
I'm good at being good, and I'm excellent at being bad. And that's all I'm going to say. Like, I'm sorry, I monologued there.
Yeah, no, you're all
Thank you
good.
for
Like,
letting
but I
me.
was also like, people were talking to me last night about and they were like, wow, like, is that the real JM? Is JM like that with you? And like, to be fair, you have never once in our entire relationship ever raised your voice at me. And like, what I was saying to them is like, that JM comes from a JM who feels like he's been pushed into a corner and people are not listening. And I don't feel I do that in our relationship.
Yeah.
I do listen. And so we never have to get there.
No,
but you were
absolutely.
certainly feeling that way. And, you know, like, I also know I like could see you've been stewing on that all day. And then when the pool scene happened and, you know, the two of them kind of got a little bit defensive with you. You didn't open the door. You took the door off the hinges and it all came out.
And yeah, sure. Oh, of course he's going to act this way when he's win. That's the game. Why would I go on a whim or stick my neck out when I have no power?
Yeah.
Now that I have power, you know, and here's the crazy thing too, is if she had just been like, JM, you're right.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
Been like, I'm so sorry that I didn't take accountability for the things that I said. And I backpedaled, and then on top of that, made you try to make you look like the fool. It would have been over.
Yeah,
I was ready to send Leo in there, like.
Yeah,
it just like blows my mind how people can act a certain way and not take accountability for what they did. Yes, to a degree, was my crash out a little crazy? Absolutely. You really think that that's how like people should act that way? No, it's get therapy, John Michael. Like, but at the same time, I can sit here and recognize like, yeah, that was a bit crazy, but also I'm not going to apologize for how I acted, because in that moment, in everything that's happened to me up until that point, this is how, like, it's like an alter ego. Like this is me defending myself, and this is me like putting all of this hurt that I felt being here. Like, no. And again, you didn't get away with this, right? Like, you like just admit that you thought I was the weak link to bully, you know? And I use that word. I'm going to use the word because that's what it is. Like, you're trying to put a target on me. You're trying to push me into this. And when the boy that you're trying to push finally cracks, all of a sudden it's, oh my gosh, I wonder why he's acting this way. Yeah. It's because anyways.
You're not a dog that barks. You're a snake that bites.
Exactly. And every tongue that rises against me shall fall, which is ultimately what happened. You know, I said goodbye to everybody, or attempted to say goodbye to everybody who left. She's the only person I didn't say goodbye to. Like, everyone got up and the production was laughing because it was like, John Michael, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh. I was just like sitting. I'm like, oh, is this I have to, I'm like eating my dinner. But it was an interesting episode for me.
For sure. I'm sad she's gone. I thought she was an incredible competitor. I really loved her on the show. I thought she was an amazing addition. But hey, like, you're my man. And so, bye, Nelly.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing too. Like, in all of this, the game just becomes a little bit harder, right? Because now, who do you target? Who's going to win next? What's the next twist? It's a lot going on, and it's like a lot of unknown in all of this. Like, don't get me wrong, when she's gone, I'm happy. Sure, you're one step closer to 2,500, but you have 25,000. But you need to also be thinking like, okay, now that this person's gone, who is next? And it could be me, considering I just stressed the entire house with the shenanigans that I pulled.
It is called Castle Chaos for a reason,
right? And like, it may as well be me next. So, you know, do I sleep good that night? Of course, cuddled up to Javante, but
Thanks, Javante, for letting him get some good night's rest.
Exactly.
After he was good stress relief.
Yes.
After a very intense
Yes.
day for you.
I do want to say thank you to my castmates who had been messaging me and telling me about how fierce that blowout was. They got to experience it firsthand.
Oh my gosh, when they're all sitting along the pool edge, all
Watching us.
The only
and
thing
I'm
was
just
missing was
like,
popcorn.
Yes.
Like, oh my god.
They're just like, and their faces too, when you go back and you rewind and you watch them, it's giving like proud mom.
Yeah.
Proud sibling.
Yeah.
Shaq came up to me and he's like, you know, when like one of your siblings are getting in trouble
Yeah.
and they're getting grilled by like your parents and you're just like, they deserved it. That's how it felt.
Nice.
I was like,
Nice.
okay. Because I was nervous. I was like, oh God, like, please don't look at me differently.
Nah.
But
we all still love you.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. America loves you. Canada loves you. We all still love you.
Yeah, you know that there's something wrong. I mean, Steve said it, right? You know that there's something wrong when the Canadian's the one crashing out in an American show.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's time.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying these sessions.
Me too.
With you, babe. So thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube. And maybe I'll actually do some more like post-production stuff and like actually like come up with a brand and do these. But we're
just having a good time.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, we're just making content and we're talking about the show and we're letting everyone listen to what we think about it. So it's all just good time.
And I like the hot topics.
Yeah.
You know? So feel free to bring more of that because I think it's great for the audience, the 5 people that watch. But hey,
we
you know
love
what?
you 5 people.
Exactly. Alicia.
Oh, okay, that's
out.
one.
Yeah.
I'm one.
One of them too.
The 3 people besides us that watch. Bless.
In which case, you guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Mwah.